Alright, so let me tell you why this story has stuck with me for all these years. If something like PantherBear ever existed, or still does, it probably wouldn't like a monster doll, and that's the part most people get wrong. Because nature doesn't design apex predators to be ugly or sloppy. It designs them to be efficient, silent, perfect at what they do. And when people talk about this thing, that's exactly what unsettles them. Not the size or the shape of it, but more the way it moved. Across parts of the southern forest, multiple witnesses described the same thing: an animal that didn't quite fit in. It was too large to be a panther, too quiet to be a bear, moving low to the ground, slow and deliberate. And almost every one of them said the same thing first. The woods went quiet. Birds stopped calling, insects went silent. It felt like the forest itself was holding its breath, like something was watching without needing to announce itself. You know that feeling you get when the hair stands up on the back of your neck? Another interesting thing is that people didn't describe aggression, they described restraint. And there's an old story I heard years ago, back when I was younger, and people said that creature folks were seeing had escaped from a traveling fair that came through town, one of those small operations that moved from place to place with a handful of carnival rides, and also a featured attraction showing off strange or hybrid animals just to draw a crowd. According to the story, the animal had escaped from its cage, and of course, naturally, workers from the fair and a handful of local people went into the woods looking for it, and they expected to find tracks, signs, or something familiar, but they didn't find anything. Not because the animal wasn't there, but because it knew how not to be found. They said it disappeared into the forest and wasn't seen again for nearly a year. And when the sightings started happening again, something had changed. This wasn't an animal struggling to survive. It wasn't starving. It wasn't desperate. It had adapted. It knew the terrain. It knew when to move. And it knew when not to. It was thriving. And I'll add this. I saw something once that was very close to what people were describing. Now, I'm not saying what I saw was a panther bear. It's just a name people came up with for the creature that was something they didn't completely understand. What I saw was a very large black cat, long body, low to the ground, with an unusually long tail. It crossed a 2-lane road in front of me in less than a second. And if it wasn't a panther, I honestly don't know what else it could have been. It happened so fast that my first reaction wasn't fear. It was hoping my truck didn't break down on the way home. Because if it did, I already knew what to do. I'd just sleep it off in the cab of the truck until first light. That's not panic, that's instinct. Living in rural places in and around the woods teaches you that early on. You don't press your luck. You don't go looking for something when you don't know what it is or what it's capable of. Some things don't need to be chased, and some things don't need to be named, because the forest already knows what it is. Now, reports of sightings have declined over the years, but that doesn't mean that it's gone. It just means that it's mastered the art of not being seen. And that's my story about the panther bear. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel more than you might think. Thanks for watching. I'm W.G. Hilton, and this is Cryptic Sense.